Hello, everybody. It's Torvana here. Just wanted to do a quick video for you. This is a World of Tanks console video. I am playing in my Lago, which is the Tier 4 Swedish medium tank. I just wanted to give you guys a somewhat solid video of, of me trying to play this tank. I am not particularly good at this tank, and I mean, you can take this for what you will. I do take a shot there from one of my friendlies, which is unfortunate because he, if you're gonna shoot at somebody, please shoot at the enemy and don't shoot at me. But in this video, we'll just see what happens. I think a pretty good job of flanking with this tank, which I believe is what it was intended for. Again, I don't play World of Tanks on a particularly consistent basis, so this isn't something that I normally would do. However, I do think that this is a pretty accurate representation of what you're supposed to be doing with this tank. But anyway, I did notice a couple of things as I was playing through this match that I think might be useful to some people who might be having trouble with this tank, although I don't think, it's been out for long enough that if you're having trouble with it, there are plenty of other videos that you could be watching. But this tank is particularly good at actually, for lack of a better term, flanking. That's what it's pretty good at. It's got a decent gun on it. It's got some good mobility, and it doesn't particularly do well when it gets shot at. We do take a shot there at one of our enemy tanks. We're gonna get 2 shots off there, and then we're gonna back away. That's basically what we're gonna be doing for the majority of this match. We're just gonna be doing what we can to support our team without being too, without being too obtrusive in our gameplay here, because again, this tank doesn't have any armor, and we're not particularly in a tank. We're not in a particularly good tank as far as armor dependency. The gun is relatively decent, but we're not going to be relying on that too much. Fortunately for us, though, every single tank that we seem to be fighting against in this match, we can at least penetrate. So we do have the HMC in front of us, and he is going to do some work. But we do have the M8. We actually have 2 M8s on the enemy team that are gonna do a pretty good job of making themselves reasonably easy targets. In this Deutschbuschwagen, this DW2, I know that in the console version of this game, which is the game that we're playing right now, it's a relatively good tank, but it still kind of suffers from the same issues that that the PC version suffers from. But we've secured our first kill of the game. It's the Deutschbuschwagen. Again, if I'm mispronouncing that, I apologize. I don't speak German, but it's the DW2. We're going to go ahead and pick up our second kill there. Off of the HMC M8. And again, this is just a classic example of what this tank can do if it's left unchecked. If we're going to if I'm going to be completely honest, this is not an average game that I've had in this tank. I usually die fairly quickly. in this tank, and that's just because I like to play my mediums a little bit more aggressive, and this thing is pretty good at fighting on hills. However, it isn't particularly good at getting in a knife fight with anything that has more than like a 37 millimeter cannon attached to it, which is too bad because I mean the tank is kind of fun to play. Uh, Here with this, this could have been really bad, but this tank destroyer on the other team is pretty obvious that they were AFK. So we're just gonna go ahead and kill them. I know it's a little bit controversial here, but they are still spotting for their team. They are still doing something at least. So if we can just take care of them, that's in our best interest. And then, of course, we're going to pick up our fourth kill here with the artillery, which again, the artillery, I mean, he did what he could. Hats off to him. Down here, we're going to, yeah, I call it hanging 10. We're gonna do something a little bit crazy there, hang off the edge there. At this point, we've pretty much won this game. There's zero doubt in my mind that we've won this game unless we completely potato and do something absolutely absurd. But there we go. We're gonna go ahead and pick up the kill off the Martyr 38T, and at this point, I'm getting spotted here, and I know that there's a light tank around here, but I'm not sure if he's passively scouting or if he's actively scouting. I'm not sure, so I'm just gonna go ahead and hug the cliff face here because I'm not. 9 times out of 10, if you're getting spotted on this map in that location, they're going to be up on this ledge. But that's not the case here. He's kind of wedged himself in this weird spot. We do 6 damage to him, and we kill the Panzer II J PlayStation variant, which is a tier 3 in this game, which helps it with balance. Although it's still a little unbalanced. The gun could use a bit of a buff, but I don't know. Maybe that's just me being a potato with that tank in particular. But at least with the Lago here, we're doing some stuff. The idea here is that I'm not sure where this medium tank is. It looks like we take a shell from one of our own artillery units. Congrats, mate. You've officially missed your own teammate. But that's basically it. This guy gets destroyed by one of our teammates here. And that'll be the end of the game. Approximately 8 minutes and 30 seconds. Apologize for the quality of the video, but I don't have a capture card on the PS4. But all I do have is my phone. We're going to take a look at the end screen here, which is pretty good. We've got our ×2 bonus of the day, our destroyed, part of the team, critical damage. We have Duelist, Master Gunner, Fire for Effect, Reaper, Bruiser, First Class Mastery Badge, Top Gun, Sniper, 5 critical hits, 15 enemies penetrated, 7 enemies destroyed, and 1 spotted target hit. Let's see here. For the team here, we've got our teammates. Again, if you want to object to being in the video, I'm sorry. But here we've got our, I think it's our efficiency rating. We have taken out the Su-76M, We took out the M8A1. We took out the HMC M8. We've taken out the Deutschbuschfalken 2. We've taken out the Panzer II JPS. We also took out the T-82 HMC and the Panzer 1C, along with the Marder 38T. So there you go. I guess this is how you play the Lago, if you're still watching this video. It's a 10-minute video, so thanks for sticking around. And if you want to see more content like this, I do play some World of Warships. I do play some World of Tanks. I play a lot of Pokemon. But let me know. Feel free to comment in the comment section below. I do realize that if I want to keep doing this, that I have to get a capture card at some point. But my hand is getting tired, so I'm going to go ahead and cut the video here. But yeah, thanks for watching, and I hope that I will see you again soon.